Hey guys, welcome to another video. I decided after having almost 2,500 miles on this car, I thought I'd tell you 5 of the top reasons why I absolutely hate this car.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Despite it being my dream car. Get jebaited, because there's absolutely nothing I hate about this car. Now, with that said, I just want to give you guys a walk around of my car. There are some things that I wish that could be improved, and things that I miss from my old Corolla, because these are basically the same. I had the blue hatchback. I always go back to the blue hatchback. They're basically the same. Obviously this is a little bit more higher performance, but there are a lot of features on that car that I miss and wish I saw on here. So yeah, it's a nice day today, nice Friday. I didn't have work today, so I was bored and I was like, you know what, let's just make a video. It's nice out, sun's out. But yeah, sorry guys, I jebaited you. This is not gonna be 5 reasons why I hate this car. It's probably gonna be 100 reasons why I love this car. So let's go outside and I'll give you guys a walk around. So here is my beautiful 2023 ice cap white Toyota Corolla GR. And in the sun, this thing looks amazing. So I'll give you a quick walk around first, just to give you a good idea of what this car looks like. Man, she's beautiful. Can't really see this because this is on the shadow end of things. But I'm in an empty parking lot, just making videos, I guess. Here's a random, I don't know, he's probably not there, but anyways, let's start with the exterior, yeah? So, I really love the way this face looks. It is absolutely insane. Bigger grille. I don't know if I have a picture of my old one. I'll show you what that looks like. I'll probably just stack it in here. But yeah, compare that to this. Absolutely insane. Like, it's all functional too. So you have like this big gap here for your my intercooler. So that goes in there, and then I love these fog lights. I didn't have them on my old one. I had to install aftermarket ones. So I'm really glad these come in on the factory. And these side vents, front vents, these are actually functional. So yeah, super cool. In a world of sports cars where a lot of these vents are fake, it's nice to have functioning ones. Also, these holes right here too, these are also functional. I believe these go straight into my air filter. I'll also open the hood and show you guys what that looks like underneath. I'm gonna go on this side to show you guys the wheels because the sun is hitting it perfectly. It is an 18-inch wheel from NK. NK makes wheels for Toyota from the factory, which is amazing. I love NK. I have always ran NK on all my wheels, or on my all of my cars before. Honda Civic Si had the RPF ones. Blue Corolla had the RS05RRs, and these look like RS05RRs from the factory, which I'm stoked about. So yeah, 18-inch by 8.5, I believe. Huge GR, red caliper Brembo brakes. Stopping power is insane, as you can tell. Like, there's just brake dust everywhere on this. And then 2-piece rotor from the factory as well. Super nice. I love this wheel. I do plan on getting another set of wheels for these. I plan on getting the OEM ones, another set of OEM ones, and maybe paint them or powder coat them a sparkle silver, just like NK's. I was either doing that, or maybe I'll plan on buying in T03s, because that was my other wheel of choice. I was gonna go RS05RRs again, but I'll try something new. NTO3s look nice, so I'll probably go with those. Multi-spoke looks the best on these cars, in my opinion. So yeah, and then back to the car here. Awesome side badge as well as a vent here. I don't think this is functional yet, but you could definitely make this functional. I've read on the threads where there's like a piece, you know, here where there's an opening, and then you can just kind of cut it out or replace, and it'll make that functional. So yeah, that's kind of cool. One little piece that I love right here, I don't know if you can see it on camera, GR4 stamped, not stickered, not colored, stamped on the side skirt here. GR4 is the all-wheel drive system that is equipped on these cars, very much like the GR Yaris, same system. All-wheel drive is super cool, and I'll show you a little bit more, tell you more, a little bit detail on the inside. There's functions, or there's settings that you can choose for the all-wheel drive system. To the back wheels here, also have red GR calipers here, and it's not a dual rotor, or it's not a, you know, two-piece rotor, it's just single rotor, but they're slotted, which is super cool. And then making our way back to the rear profile is absolutely amazing. I really love the trunk that this has. I mean, you can tell, I mean, this part is stamped on, or not stamped on, but like tacked on, because you can tell where the body line is originally, just like my old Corolla. It's here, but then they added a little wide body here, which is awesome. It looks amazing. Absolutely love it. But the fronts are widened out too, but they're not stamped on. These are actually widened, like, you know, very, very wide. So they made that wide. Let's make it to the back again. Triple exhaust. Love it. So the rear middle one is valved. So there is a kind of like an actuator in there. So that leads straight to the pipe. It's just a straight pipe. Once that opens up, it's basically a straight pipe. And then these dual tips in the rear, they're baffled. So once you're getting up in those higher RPMs, the middle opens up, so that way more, I don't know, power, more sound. Super cool. And yeah, I don't know what else to talk about the exterior wise. There's not really much to say except how beautiful this girl looks. I mean, LEDs too, they're different, very different from the old ones that I have. They had J lights. This is more of like a boomerang, like a Hawkeye style. Like I was saying, it's not J lights, it's the, you know, the hook. It's really cool. Looks amazing at night. I think I have a picture of it. I'll slap it in here, see what it looks like. You can see more pictures of it on my Instagram. But yeah, man, I love this car. Exterior wise, looks absolutely amazing. All right, let's take you guys into the engine bay. Woo! There she is, where all the money is spent. This awesome inline-3 turbocharged engine. It is making 300 horsepower to the four corners. Let me put this camera down real quick and prop the hood. Okay, inline-3 turbo, super nice. It's amazing that this little inline-3 turbo makes 300 horsepower. Another detail that I like, I don't know if I can catch it because it's a little weird. Oh god, the lighting sucks. Oh, let's wait for it to dim up. Here it is. In this area right here, you'll see a badge. It is Shimoya plate, signifying that this was built in the Motomachi plant, along with the rest of the Toyota's legendary lineup. You know, like that came out of that plant. A lot of amazing cars that came out of that plant. My car included, the GR Corolla. The GR Yaris, which I wish we got in the States. That thing is awesome. It's a two-door version of this. Two-door little Nugget hatchback. It's amazing. I wish I got one. I wish we got one here. The Mark IV Supra, the Celica GT4, which, man, the Celica GT4 is amazing. It's like one of my other dream cars. Like, the Celica GT4 is the reason why, like, this car exists, I feel like, because, you know, GT4, the new version of this is basically this car, GR4, same all-wheel drive, two-door sports car. That was really an awesome car. Yeah, I really love that car. And then I think what else was made there? Did I say Lexus LFA? Lexus LFA. The Lexus LFA was made there too. Lexus LFA is amazing. Yeah, so all built by the same hands of the Takumis, is what they call them. Takumis is the people in Toyota Motor plant that hand built these cars, or hand put together these cars. Yeah, man, it's awesome. It's an awesome piece of history with this car. Like, I love this car, and it's one of the reasons why I also love this car too. So, history behind it. So yeah, that's the engine bay here. Let's get straight into the interior because your boy is cold. All right, guys, now we're in the interior. I'm gonna give you guys a startup of this car, what it looks like. I'll also give you a sound clip on when this car starts up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now. Awesome GR logo that pops up. That's not part of the car. I put that in there. I'll show you guys what that is, but here's what it looks like. It's an awesome dash. I love this thing. It also kind of tells you a warning: avoid excessive acceleration due to temperature. That's because I live in the Midwest here. It is cold as heck. You know, the car is telling you to take care of it. So don't romp it as soon as it starts up. Just let it warm up the temps, and you know, then you can start beating on it. Temperature gauge, I got the temperature gauge up shown there, and the boost gauge here as well. But I did, if you noticed, I did install these. It was in my other video. I installed these Grocery Getter Performance gauge pods. These are awesome little additions to my interior. So the bottom left pod there, I'm showing my oil temps, and the top right there is my boost pressure PSI. Anyways, love the interior. I don't know if I can really capture it on this camo. Let me take it off the, there it is. Awesome interior. Steering wheel is a little different. I think these are the same steering, it's the same steering wheel that is shared by the GR Yaris. GR Yaris steering wheel looks very similar. So yeah, I got that. Here's the infotainment system here, just like any other Corolla. And then I got my heated seats there, heated seat controls. And then I got my drive modes here, which I'll show you guys. Once I move it, it'll show. Here, let me zoom in a little bit before I do it. So now I'm in normal, but if I put down, it's in eco. So that's just basically, it changes the throttle response a little bit just to save a little bit more gas. Who cares? This is a sports car. But usually I'm on normal when I'm just cruising around, nothing crazy. And then I go to sport mode. Mistake me if I'm wrong, if any GR Corolla owners are watching this. From what I remember, the sport mode actually does makes a difference. I think it gives you full boost, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. So it gives you full boost. The boost on this thing is, I think, 25 point something PSI from the factory, which is insane. And then I got custom, which you can go into the settings here. Oh, you can go into the settings and you can just kind of, you know, you can change how the powertrain is, how your steering feels, yada yada yada, which is kind of cool. Anyways, I'm gonna put it back to normal so I don't forget. But yeah, I'll show you guys the setup a little bit here too. If I scroll to the left, I have designated what do you call it, gauges for it already. So like the one on the left is my all-wheel drive system. See how much power is going to the rear, front, or all four corners. And then the right side here is my G-force, I think is what it called. I don't really know. This is new to me, but every time I make a fat turn, it records what my G-forces were in that turn. So that's kind of cool. And then if I scroll one more, this is like my eco preset. This is basically telling me, you know, what was my whatever, and then my miles per gallon, which is, I'm not getting, it's not too bad actually. 23.4, not bad. But I do daily drive this thing. It's not on highways, it's usually local roads, so it's probably why my miles per gallon sucks. But when I picked this thing up from Tennessee, I got 26.4 miles to the gallon, but that was like a, you know, like a 400-mile trip. So, and that was just all highway, which is kind of cool. So I could get up there if I really wanted to. I'm pretty sure if I baby it, we'll get those numbers. Anyways, back to the cluster here. I have what I was telling you guys about the all-wheel drive GR4 system. See this right here where it says GR4 60/40. So I can change those modes via this little dial, which is so sick. So it'll go front, so that's 60/40 bias, so 60% of my torque goes to the front wheels, 40% goes to the rear. I push track, that is 50/50 torque split, which is like this thing hooks in track. It's amazing. And then rear, which is a 70% rear bias, 30% front, so that's a little bit more sporty. After 2 or 3, 4 months of owning this car, I definitely feel a difference between the modes. So track really hooks you out of the corners. Like, it's insane how fast it takes you out of the corners. Front is just your regular driving. It drives like a front wheel drive basically. Nothing wrong with that. I usually put it on 60/40 anyways when I'm just kind of cruising around. And then 70/30, which I'm barely on, but if I want to do some skids, I put it on that setting. Only when it's snowing, obviously. This car has too much grip to be doing that in like dry weather. And these wheels are super sticky. I don't know if I talked about that. They're Michelin Pilot Sport 4s from the factory, which is cool. But yeah, this car has so much grip from the factory. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's a really great car. Let's see what else I got to talk about the interior. I mean, the seats are kind of cool. This is basically the same as as the one I'm sitting in right now. It has a GR logo. It's bucketed. It is very nice. So I had allocations for the Circuit Edition. I think I had an allocation in Colorado, or was it Texas? I already forgot. I think it was Arizona. I had 2 allocations out in the West for a Circuit, and I had 2 for a Core. I opted just for the Core because it's cheaper because we all know how expensive these cars can get. It's cheaper. For me personally, I will daily this thing. So I wanted more of an interior that is dailyable. So the Circuit Edition, the front grille that I was showing you guys earlier, instead of it being a matte black, it's a gloss black piano finish, which I had on the old Corolla too, and that was kind of horrible. Just because it's spider webs when you're cleaning it and stuff like that. Overall, the longevity wise of it, it's not that great. And the same goes for that black trim in the back as well, where the exhaust is at. I prefer the matte black. Circuit Edition has a carbon fiber hood, carbon forged something. It's a carbon fiber roof. Not a big deal for me. I could care less. I like my cars one color. I just like the cleanliness of it. And just overall down the road, if that thing gets nicked or damaged, I'm gonna get so mad. It's gonna be so expensive to repair. I mean, this roof is just white, you know, just regular, just like the rest of the car. Yeah, and then also the hood gets it's like a bulge with 2 vents. I personally think I will probably try to get that next year, maybe. We'll see. Like I said, my plans for this car is just an OEM build, OEM plus build, and we'll see if I can get my hands on a Circuit Edition hood, and maybe I'll put that on. I do have a wing for it. I do have a wing for this coming soon, so I'm excited about that. It's not an OEM plus or anything, but we're working with this guy in Europe who also created a certain wing for the GR Yaris, and he's going to be creating the same one for the GR Corolla. So I'm super excited for that one. Anyways, back to interior. Sorry, I keep going off in a tangent. So yeah, the reason why I was saying the circuit edition is because the interior is, instead of this cloth fabric style seat, it would be Alcantara. Steering wheel would be Alcantara. My shift knob would be Alcantara. And like I said, longevity wise, daily ability wise, for me, it would just look ugly down the road. Like, and then I think this piece right here is also suede or Alcantara style. I forgot. I don't care about the hard plastic, just longer. It'll just look nicer longer in the long run. I do plan on keeping this car for as long as it, as long as it wants to go. So yeah, that's why I also went with the Core Edition. There's not really much big of a difference between the Core and the Circuit anyways in terms of horsepower. Even the Morizo Edition deletes the rear seats. Out of the question for me. But I think they bumped up the torque, because this is 300 horsepower, 272 pound-feet of torque between the GR Corolla Core and the GR Corolla Circuit Edition. And the Morizo, I think it bumps it up to like 280, 290 torque. And the gearing system, or the gearing for it, is shorter gears. So it's really meant for, sorry guys, so it's really meant for a track car. So yeah, this is just a daily street car for me. I might track it, who knows. I did get that free track day. If you buy a GR Corolla from Toyota new, you get a free track day through NASA, which is kind of cool. So I have that sitting in my stack of parts. I'm probably just gonna keep it for the cool factor. But yeah, see what else I gotta talk about the interior. This being a Core model, I do have it optioned out all the way. So it has the winter package, so that's heated steering, heated seats, and then heated mirrors. Yeah, heated side mirrors and a heated windshield as well. So that's kind of cool. Well, like where the wipers sit, it's heated so that way it doesn't get stuck to the window. And you can see that right here and here. That's where my heated steering and windshield heater thing sits. And I also have the performance package. So the performance package is just the big brake kit from the factory, as well as the limited slip differentials. So front LSD, rear LSD. In my opinion, you shouldn't buy this car without those LSDs, because that's the reason why you want to buy this car, is because of the LSDs. That'll pull you through the corners, if that's what you're looking for. And then I also have, what else did I have? Performance. Oh, and the technology package. Technology package is just these JBL speakers. Yeah, I like my music, so don't get me wrong, I love my music. So these JBL speakers are tight. So yeah, they're really nice. It also comes, it's also behind my Polaroids here. What is it called? Wireless charging. So that's what the tech package is for. Sorry guys, I'm like all over the place. And I think that's it in terms of the interior. Now let me go ahead and turn off the car, and I'll show you guys a clip of what it sounds like when I start up the car. And yeah, it's kind of quiet for now. I don't know if you're gonna hear it. It's super windy out, but it's a nice sound. I really like it. So I'll show you guys that. I'll push you guys up outside real quick. Right, sounds pretty cool, huh? And don't worry guys, my car is already warmed up. I drove out here to make this video, so it's at the normal temps, so that little rev did not hurt the car. Trust me, I plan on keeping this car for a very long time, and I don't want anything wrong to go with this car. So that's what the startup sounds like. It's amazing. I love the exhaust. As you can tell, it like when I get up to the red line and it just kind of bounces off the rev limiter. It's so sick. Let's see, I think that's all I have for this video, man. Can't think of anything else. If you guys have any questions for me, just drop it down in the comment section, I guess. And subscribe for more content. I do plan on uploading more videos with me in the car, as well as with me and my crew.